I think let me repeat it a bit. I told you in a previous lecture that our actions depend on our intentions. Innamal amalu biniya. When you do an action, whether you will be rewarded for it or not, it depends whether you have intention, whether you have niyat to do it. Niyat comprises of knowledge and will. Whether you have knowledge what I am to do, whether you have knowledge when I am to do, where I am to do, how I am to do, with whom I am to do, who would be my components there. You must have knowledge of all these things. And then you must have will to do. When both the things will combine together, you have knowledge and will. Now you are ready. I am to teach this thing. I am to deliver this thing. And how I would do, you are clear about your methodology. Where I am to do, location, classroom, where you are, your other associates, you are ready with them. And now you will first of all plan, then you will go. Before planning, you will not go. You will plan properly. What is the time, how it's to be done, it would be proper strategy. Now you will go there. You are having now will to do the things. Now what you will do in the classroom? As I have already given you some ideas about what education is. Education is development of person, development of personality, or we'll say overall development. Some people say spiritual, physical, mental, all the things you are to develop. So when you see human being, it has approximately 3 aspects of life. Personal aspects. Personally, what do you do? When a child is born, first of all, it talks. Then it crawls and walks. It eats. It moves around. It deals with people. These are very personal things. So once you go to the classroom, you are to teach the child how to talk, how to walk, where to go, which are prohibited areas, how you would move, how you would sit, before whom you would sit. You would teach him etiquettes of life, adab-i zindagi. You will teach him etiquettes of life. These are very personal things. These are personal skills. These are to be taught. If you don't know how to go in the classroom, how to come out of the classroom, how to sit, how to talk to teacher, how to talk to colleagues, then you are not teaching anything. The environment will be very bad. So first of all, you yourself must know how to go to the class, how to talk, how to walk. And the children must know how to talk and how to walk.
Ultimately, they will imitate.
They will imitate. So our first of all in the classroom is that we are to teach the personal skills. Technically, I taught them these are personal skills, but it would be for teachers or for parents, it would be that they will teach the children how to talk, how to walk, how to dress, how to present themselves. In the classroom, you need some more skills. Personally, at home, we need to talk and to walk. But when you are a bit developed, you have 2 more skills. You write and read. You write and read. You teach children how to write, how to read. No, before that, you must teach them what to write, what to read, what to see, what not to see. Where from you are to move your eyes away, and on which things you are to focus your eyes. Which should be the subject of your talk and which shouldn't. What you should write and what you shouldn't. Then move on how. How to read, how to write. Increase your speed. Present things beautifully. Use appropriate words. Don't be unplanned speakers. Be planned speakers. Use those very words which you intend to. It should not be that some words slip out of mouth. No. It should be that those words are to be spoken which are our intentions, which are the intentions of person. None of the words should slip from the mouth. It should not be there. So when we are teaching our children, we are to see what to write, what to read, how to write, how to read. Then important thing is they must memorize. Yesterday I saw some lessons, just they told something and they thought that they have memorized. But it is not like that. Brain cannot attend more than 7 informations at a time. If I am talking to you, point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I am giving you more than 7 points, you would not memorize. You would see that it depends upon the following things. If there are 3 things, you remember. If there are 4 things, you remember. If there are 5 things, you remember. But if there are more than 7, you can't remember. You means all the human beings. Whether efficient, how much efficient, they will not. So see it that you are not throwing information at a speed which cannot be captured by the brain. No, it should be a bit lesser, at a lower speed, not at a speed which human beings cannot, record, which human beings cannot get. Be at a moderate speed. This is important thing. Our nervous system, our brain, our sinus cannot hold the information of more than 7 bytes or 7 informations at a time.
So is it universally proven?
Yeah. I'm talking, it is neurological science, it is not a psychology.
That's sure.
Damn sure. Okay, this first thing. Now, second point is that when you are repeating the things, you heard my word, it will be in your brain, you have to repeat it again and again. You just get an information and you will forget it within 50 seconds. You will not memorize it more. You